at 3,000 feet.
All right. Alright, normal takeoff, wing flaps are up, mixture control is rich. Right before takeoff, sorry. Our windows are closed. Mine is closed, yours is closed, wing flaps are up. Mobile lights on, landing lights on, taxi lights on. Wing flaps are up, heading bug is set to the runway heading at current time since we don't have any winds. Brakes are already off, we'll apply pressure at throttle once we get up there, up to the line. Smoothly, back pressure 55 knots, climb up between 70 and 80. Flight isn't as great as I thought it was, by the way.
All the way on.
There you go. Okay. Alright, so here we go. I'm looking, nobody's on final. Looking behind us, nobody's on the runway. We'll make a call. Burlington traffic, Cessna 60457, departing runway 24, runway heading to 3000 Burlington.
I will be looking for you. Skylab 33 is a 10 mile final runway 6.
And why are there so many lights out here, man?
I don't know.
Alright, well there's the traffic, I see them. That's another right to the right. What do you think?
You got time if you want to go, but don't dally-dally.
We're out of here. Alright, I see 2-4. I can't really see the windsock. Airspeed's alive, engine instruments are all green. I'm not going to climb out too high just because I can see him on the nose, so
that'll be fine.
We're going to change our course heading over here.
To 500 feet, then turn out to the left, to the south. You want to get 500 feet though.
Number on traffic, Skylab 33 is 5 miles final runway 6.
He's further out than you think.
Yep, that's that night stuff you were telling me about, huh?
Yep.
Burlington traffic, Cessna 60457, 1,100 for 3,000, departing Burlington to the south. Burlington.
The reason is you get in a hurry like that, and you don't get your altitude, you make a left turn right into a tower or power line. Can't see as well at night. But don't betray the discipline of the airplane just because you got somebody coming in. Remember, you had the right of way. In a no-wind situation, you're liable to see exactly the configuration you just saw. But don't subjugate your safety just trying to help him out.
Traffic.
BC.
Traffic in sight.
Also,
Burlington traffic, should go into helicopter, 10 to the east, transition west over top of the field, Burlington, 1,500 feet.
And Van, this has got to be the smoothest day we've ever had.
Well, let's see if all that previous training we did in the bumpy air pays off tonight. We'll be mighty upset if you can't maintain heading and altitude.
Well, I got this. Here we go. I know that annoys you, but it doesn't annoy me. Gives me a cue to...
What's that?
Setting the autopilot to 3,000, just so it gives me the audible cue.
Oh, that's fine. Fly the plane the way you need it.
Trust the instruments, right?
Say again?
Trust the instruments, right?
You mean trust them?
Yep.
Yeah, well, just glance at them. Flying at night's just like day. Keep your head out the window.
Burlington traffic, Sky 45 crossing 61. Hello, you alright? Yeah, man, how you doing? How you just woke up? Just a little bit of pollen, I guess. Alright, well, you have a good trip now, be safe. Alright, Keith, have a good one, thanks.
Alright. Alright, trim for straight and level here.
And Burlington traffic, 215 to the east, 1,500 feet, transition west over the field, Burlington.
Alright, start our after takeoff checklist, so we'll start our trim, or leaning procedures. This is our drop, 1 half turn, 2 half turn, 3 half turn, and 4 for 2 complete turns. Alright, well, I'm confused because I know I should be over there.
Tell me what are you doing? Well, first of all, you threw your cruise checklist.
Well, minus the landing lights and taxi lights, but since we're night, I left them on.
Cut them off. Remember, this is when you might need them. If you leave them on, they burn out. Now you got a problem. You got all kind of lights on. You got your beacon. You got your navs. You got your strobes. You will be seen. Okay, what are the 5 steps to flying the VOR? What's the first one?
This is to check for the tone. We already have it, so.
All right. So your instructions were to fly to it, right? So how do you fly to it? In other words, how do you identify the radial?
Yeah, Burlington 6-1 overhead, 1,500 feet westbound.
Hey, there we go. There's our audible tone. Alright, now, in that case, we need to adjust our course here,
So let's get rid of the tone. Once you identify and verify, get rid of it. Okay, so you tuned it, you ID'd it, you verified it. Now you're trying to set a course to it.
I know that's not right.
So what is the course to it? Why do you think it's not right?
It just doesn't seem like it's going in the right direction, but...
Well, what's the indicator telling you? Is that correct indicator?
Yes. This one is.
All right. So what's our course to the Liberty VOR?
204.
All right. your goal now is to fly what?
204 heading.
All right. And to keep what part of that needle do you want to keep centered?
Center point.
Oh, the CDI, course deviation indicator. All right. Now, how far are we from Liberty, the VOR?
5 miles. 4.7.
All right. Now, what's going to happen when you pass it?
A flip.
We're
going to go to CDI number 2, and then we're going to pick up. We're going to pick up Greensboro.
All right.
Dad will have a radio according to the chart of 320.
An indicator gives you the wind direction up here.
So we can look right there, or then we can look at the cross section right here. So right now we got a 6 knots, so we want to be slightly to the, actually pretty much close to where I've got the aircraft lined up right now.
All right. And what you do is you get closer to the VOR as far as the needle swing is concerned.
We'll start going crazy.
Which means
we're getting on top of the VOR.
And which means to you, what do you do as far as your heading is concerned?
Maintain current heading.
Yeah, don't chase the needle.
Alright, we're 1 mile. It's not 1 mile in distance, that's 1 mile with altitude.
Burlington traffic, Skyline 45, taxiing into position for departure runway 24 Burlington.
Alright, 0.2 of a mile. And we just crossed the VOR. So CDI number 2. You already know that's a course of 320. Case 313, so we'll start our turn, making sure there's no traffic on the right side. Traffic coming across on the left. Alright, where the hell's that big ass tower? I'm definitely not trying to run into that tonight.
Even though the obstacle database is obsolete, there they are right there. Running with that one that's blinking red over there.
Alright, so let's verify we got Greensboro. Number 2.
District of Columbia, Delaware, Virginia, and coastal waters. Moderate turbulence between flight level 2.
It's that voice you hear.
Flight level 400.
ATIS.
Airmat Tango.
No, not ATIS.
Flight services.
No.
030.
Well, that's a Greensboro VOR tone.
That's correct. But you hear something behind that, right?
Weather.
Okay. But what do they call that specifically?
West Virginia, Maryland, District of Columbia.
It starts with an H.
Virginia, and coastal water.
I don't know.
HIWAS, HIWAS. Hazardous In-Flight Weather Advisory. They are pre-recorded announcements of hazardous weather within a 150 nautical mile radius of the VOR. Not all VORs have HIWASs. Identified on the chart with a black dot with a white H in the VOR D box.
All right, so you ready to pull weather here real quick?
Of course.
.55. Oh, shit.
Altimeter 3006. Remarks. Density altitude 800.
For clearance and taxi instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information hotel.
Alright, so information's hotel.
Greensboro Airport Information Hotel 23540. Wind 230 at 4.
230.
Visibility 10. 25,000 standard. Temperature 19er. Dew point -6. Altimeter 3006. Visual approach 23 right. 23 left in use. Departing runway 23 right. Runway 23 left.
Okay.
Notices to airmen.
So we want 23 left.
Taxiway Kilo 6. Hold position.
23 right. That's what they're probably going to give you.
Well, we want 23 left though, right?
We're going to do multiple takeoff and landings.
Okay.
They're going to put you on the right side out of the way of the airliners landing on the left side.
Alright, so transponder set.
But you don't have to worry about that yet. Just when you call them up and he radar, tell him you want multiple takeoff and landings. What's the first thing you're going to do?
Then we're, hang on one sec. I think what I was going to do is just call and say Greensboro approach Cessna 60457. Wait for them to respond. Tell them where we are, how high we are, what we are, and what we want to do.
So what's the approach frequency for this sector?
126.60.
All right. So what are you on?
Twice I've done that. All right.
Skylab 45 is radar contact 5 miles west of Burlington. Greensboro altimeter is 3007. Say altitude leaving.
Altimeter 3007, leaving flight point 3. Skylab 45.
Skylab 45, altitude checks clear to Paducah Airport via flight heading 260, vectors for center airspace. Expect on course direct Paducah in 10 miles and maintain 2000. Expect flight level 200 within 10 minutes.
Where's your tall end?
Okay, initially up to 2000, 200 in 10 minutes, and left turn to heading 260, Skylab 45.
Thank you.
Greensboro approach Cessna 60457.
Cessna 60457, Greensboro approach.
Greensboro approach Cessna 60457, student pilot 15 miles to the southeast. Cessna 172, 3,300, request landing Greensboro for multiple landings.
Cessna 60457, squawk 0142.
Roger, squawk 60.
Cessna 457, the squawk is 0142.
Roger, 657-0142.
It's 457, not 657.
Man, it's been a bad day.
They ain't even started yet.
I noticed.
The call-up was great. The only thing you didn't say was you had information hotel. You usually like to have that. That's why you get it before you call. Okay. chugging. Now be thinking ahead. Who's he going to hand you off to next?
Power on 119. And 1.
All right. Let me know when you see the beacon at the field.
And if you can see that, I'm impressed.
Oh, I can see it all right. Depending on your track.
Scarlet 45, clear direct Paducah, contact Atlanta Center 128.8.
Atlanta 128.8, hit Paducah, thank you.
Cessna 60457 is radar contact, 3 miles southeast of Greensboro, maintain VFR, fly heading 020, vectors to runway 23 left.
020.
3 left. Greensboro approach Cessna 60457, roger, right turn to 020 and expect 23 left for 457.
Cessna 457, unless you'd like, runway 23 right.
Approach 457. We'll be in the pattern for multiple takeoff and landings, about 7 of them.
I tell you what, let's just do runway 23 right, plane runway 23 right.
23 right for 457. Thank you.
Piedmont 4128, Greensboro approach. Good evening, Greensboro altimeter is 3007.
It's a case where sometimes just helping them to help you is what you have to do. Okay, if you look out there about 11 o'clock, not off your nose, 11 o'clock, you'll see the beacon. See it flash?
A bunch of towers.
There's a white flash. Green. Down at the edge of the mercury vapor lights. Use your off-center viewing. Look at the mountain range out there, just barely visible. You'll see it flash. The point I was trying to make earlier was you were flying to the VOR, which is 5 miles south of the field.
Piedmont 4128, expect direct Sudsy, direct Charlotte in 10 miles.
You climbed 700 feet in all this time.
I noticed that.
So if you notice it, fix it. Transfer learning about fixing it now.
Cessna 457, turn left heading 360.
Traffic.
Left turn 360 for 457.
Is that on your check ride, if you see something amiss like that, don't wait for the examiner to point it out, because they may just laugh as they write the pink slip out. If your altitude's deviating, fix it. If your heading's deviating, fix it. On a night like this, where it's so beautiful, got a bump in the sky.
Piedmont 4368, contact Roanoke approach 126.9er.
Roanoke 269, Piedmont 4368, good night.
Good night. Piedmont 4128, descend and maintain 1010,000, clear direct Sudsy, direct Charlotte. Cessna 457, advise when you have runway 23 right in sight.
We'll advise 457.
A little harder to see it at night.
Cessna 457, use caution. A life flight medevac helicopter landed in an area that is 12 o'clock and 2 miles about 5 minutes ago. I don't observe that traffic now. I haven't been advised he's going to come back off, but use caution.
Roger, 457, let's see the traffic. If I'm not mistaken, that's the field right there.
That's it.
Alright, so I don't see the runway, but I see the field, so...
Well, tell him you got that part of it. That'll help.
And Greensboro approach. Cessna 457 has the field in sight.
Cessna 457, proceed direct left base entry for runway 23 right. Contact tower 119.1.
Roger, left base, contact tower 119.1 for 457.
When you say that, you want to say 23 right, so he knows that you know it's the right, which runway. That's good enough for now. Makes sense to you?
Yep.
Now, you got the GPS here that could help you. See the runway alignment?
Yep.
So just I'd make about a 30-degree cut to the left. That'll set you up.
Greensboro Tower, Cessna 60457, left base for 23 left.
Cessna 60457, Greensboro Tower. Runway 23 right, cleared for the option. Upon completion of your option, make right close traffic.
Greensboro Tower, Cessna 60457, clear the option 23 right.
Almost got it right.
3917, Greensboro Tower, you ready to go?
Ready to go.
Scott 3917, turn left heading 190, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
190 on the takeoff and clear for takeoff. Wisconsin 3917.
This is not one of my better days, Van.
Suck it up. This is about the best flying weather you've ever had. So you and I have been up in here, so.
Very true.
And you've been over here before. And you practiced before we got up here, so. Go for it. You're fine. I ain't gonna let us get in trouble.
I'd appreciate that. I'm just saying.
Kind of give you a perspective, those white lights right there, that's the Federal Express Cargo Center. Runway we're looking for is on the other side of it.
That I'm tracking. See the red. Be to the far right of that though, shouldn't it?
That blinking red out there is a water tower. You'll see it in a minute.
See, I see the guy departing off 23 left.
All right.
See the runway lights for 23 right now.
All right. He's cleared you for the option. You don't need to make any more calls. Now be thinking about your before landing checklist.
All right, so we want to slow.
The pattern altitude here is at 1900.
Not available.
5, cross runway 23 left at Mike 6, advise when you're holding short of 23 left full length.
All right, 10 degrees are in.
Wisconsin 3917, contact departure.
Going to departure, have a good day.
Good day.
That helped you a little bit. There you go.
All right, make sure nobody's crossing finals. Lights, taxi lights are on. Mix is rich. Those are both. Landing checklist is complete.
All right. We're going to do a stop and go. which means get it on the ground, get her stopped, then we're going to do a takeoff from there.
All right, we're going to start our turn to final. One last glance, nobody's in final. There are 10 degrees of flaps, a little bit of power.
Smoky 5, proceed on runway 23 left full length advised when exiting.
All right, we got one red indicating we're just slightly high. Back another 20, flaps are full. Good, pitch down.
Now, you can't see the runway markings at night for your aim point.
I'm looking for the VSI.
So just use, well, the PAPI in this case. There's 4 lights you're looking at. Use those as your aim point.
Cessna 457 squawk VFR while on the pattern.
VFR in the pattern, 457. Should VFR go back. Go back, go back. Let me show you something. Hit the code, see that right there?
FedEx 1362 Greensboro ground runway 23 left taxi via Kilo 6.
All right. Nice stabilized approach.
I get some money for this one. This approach deserves a cold Corona, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you need to do it for 10 straight, though.
No, 1 times 10, that equals 10.
Then you get a case. Something you could use here if you ever think you need it, and that's a wind check. All you have to do is key up the mic and say wind check. That tower will give you a wind direction. If it's changed or you think it's changed from the time you got the weather.
Smoky 5, you going back to the new firehouse?
Tower FedEx 1362 is ready.
Smoky 5, roger that. Proceed as requested. FedEx 1362 Greensboro Tower.
Runway right?
Runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
And
Runway heading 23 left, clear for takeoff, FedEx 1362.
Left 405, Greensboro ground. Good evening. You clear Manassas Airport as filed. Fly maintain 3000.
Pull that power off. That'd have been a greaser.
0 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.35. Squawk 3502.
Go ahead and stop. Stop. See that 6,000 foot sign? Stop.
Nope.
Stop. All the way back. Stop.
Left 405, read back correct. Runway 23 left taxi via Kilo 6. Did you say you had hotel, sir?
Clean it up.
All
right. Now let's take off. Now, what did he say a while ago?
Right-hand pattern, so we're going to come up, make our right-hand turn.
That's correct. Now, when are you going to make that turn?
500 feet above the ground.
Which is going to be what? Altitude.
1,400 feet.
Go, let's go.
Don't need to make no call or nothing?
Nope, you're clear for the option. Down that center line.
These instruments are green, 55 knots, rotating.
FedEx 1362, turn right heading 270 and contact departure. Good evening.
Right, 270 going to departure. Have a good evening, FedEx 1362.
Here's your FedEx boys.
November 457, speed and altitude permitting, begin your right close traffic.
What am I saying then?
Say Roger, 457.
Roger, 457. All right, coming up on 1400. Turning right turn.
Number 102 Lima Charlie, Greensboro ground.
Calls do we need to make here?
No calls at all, just fly the plane. He knows you're in the pattern, so he's going to clear you to land at the appropriate time.
1,800 feet pattern altitude.
Number 2 Lima Charlie. You want one approach in the Kazi, then multiple practice approaches in the Kazi as well?
1,900 feet is pattern.
Number 2 Lima Charlie, what approach are you looking for at Kazi?
That's the same pattern, just on the flipped on the other side.
Stand by.
When you're in the pattern,
November 457, runway 23 right, cleared option.
Currently option 23 right, 457.
Number 2 Lima Charlie,
we'll
what's
do
the
another
aircraft
stop
are you,
and
sir?
go. That taxi strip right there?
Nope.
Use that as your aim point.
405, ready for departure, 23 left.
So coming back to 1400.
Looking 5 Roger, thank you. Coast Flight 405 Greensboro Tower, flying runway heading, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 23 left.
Degrees of flaps.
45.
November 2 Lima Charlie, maintain VFR at below 3,000 feet until advised to departure frequency.
Oh, fuck.
126.6, squawk 300, correction, 5144.
Got to turn base. This is not as fun as it should be.
Why not?
Number 2 Lima Charlie, Roger, runway
see the
23
runway.
left, taxi via Kilo 6, and your read back was correct.
There it is.
Well, it's still there. You know it is.
Yeah, it ain't gone anywhere, that's for sure. All right, turn in final, full flaps.
Do the full flaps until you know you got the airport made. Come out here and you turn out of base, it's a lot of drag, a lot of power. Don't need to be in that big a hurry.
Much better with a 10-mile final, by the way.
Oh yeah.
November 457, will this be another stop and go?
Affirmative.
457, affirmative.
Roger. Coastal Lab 405, turn right heading 300 and contact departure.
300, what's your departure? Still 405. Good night, sir.
Okay.
This time, don't jerk that power out. Ease it out. It's a beautiful, stabilized approach. You can actually land with power. So just ease the power out as you ease the nose up in the flare. Hold the nose up. Hold it. Now ease the power off. Hold the nose up. Hold it up. Ah, power off. Oh, that's all the way back to the stop.
All right. Flaps are up. Mix is rich. Take us in the trim and the takeoff. Trim's in the takeoff position. All lights are on. We're ready to go.
Now, last thing, double check and make sure the flaps did go up on both sides.
All right.
Let's go.
Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed's alive. T5, rotate. Let's start our turn.
Tower Air Shuttle 2856 on the visual, 23 left.
Air Shuttle 2856, Greensboro Tower, runway 23 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 23 left, Air Shuttle 2856. And Greensboro Tower, November 102 Lima Charlie is Kilo 6, 23 left, ready for takeoff.
November 102 Lima Charlie, Greensboro Tower, turn left heading 170, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff. Traffic, regional jet, turn about a 7-mile basic final for 23 left.
Okay, heading clear for takeoff, 23 left, turn heading 170 for 102 Lima Charlie.
November 457, runway 23 right, cleared option.
Clear option 457. All right, there's our mark. Back to 1400. Degrees are in.
November 2, Lima Charlie, contact departure.
Hey, going departure, good day.
All right, start our turn. Another 10.
And tower, just confirm we're clear to land 23 left, air shuttle 2856.
Air shuttle 2856, affirmative.
Thanks.
Didn't know anything, that RJ was getting a little nervous.
Well, they always are when they see something else in the pattern. Bye. And don't forget your wind up here blowing us away from the veil.
All right, flaps are going to full.
This time, you look good on your power, but as you start coming off of your power, start coming back with that control wheel. You don't want to land flat-footed. You want to hold that nose up to the edge of the horizon out there, right over the center line. It's going to be a little bit more back pressure. You know that. It's going hard. Use your sight, your depth perception. It'll help you.
Air shuttle 2856, turn right when able and taxi straight into the ramp at this frequency.
Okay, right, unable, and we'll stay with you to the park in air shuttle 2056.
Smoky 5 Greensboro ground, proceed as requested, cross runway 14 kilo.
That is the best landing you've ever done.
That's not true.
With me in it.
That's not true. All right, clean it up. Flaps are up. Mixes licks. Trims takeoff position. All lights are still on. We're ready for round 2. Flaps up. Flaps up.
On the right.
Just need you to give me a 10-mile final every time we go somewhere.
Yeah.
A runway that's 4 sides of times on a plane. All right, engine instruments are all green and 5. 25 knots, rotate. Hey, think we can get a day like this on Wednesday?
Well, we can only hope. Your prayers might get one.
All right, 1400 right turn. All right, turning downwind. Okay, so let's chat for a second. In the event that we lost an engine here, where in the hell would we go?
Make a steep turn back towards the runway, because you're at pattern altitude and you just turned downwind.
Looking for Roger, no problem. Have a good night.
Right, head for the green lights. Those are the lead-in lights to the runway. See them S's? They look like a bunch of S's. Head for one of those. You can also land that runway right there. See it? That's 1432. Hopefully that won't happen, but this might. Just lost your landing, your taxi light. Big deal. The airplane doesn't know it's lost its landing and taxi light. You will have residual lighting on the runway, plus the strobes will actually help you. Do some reflectivity off the runway. Just land it like you have been. Nothing to it.
All right, there's our marker.
November 457, runway 23 right, cleared option.
Clear the option, 23 right, 457. Degrees of flaps, coming back to 1400. All right, turning base. For 10. And turn in final.
Attention all aircraft, Greensboro 8 is India, current altimeter 3008.
3008. That's for full. Yeah, that ain't helping. Maybe I don't need lights.
I am better with no lights than most people do with. Maybe I ought to leave them off.
Flaps are up, mix is rich. Trim is takeoff. Lights are all on. Left side flap up. Right side flap up. Ready to go?
All right, that makes 4 here. You ready? Can you do one more here and we'll head back?
Let's do one more.
All right. Let's go.
I don't want to stop a good thing.
There you go. Let's do it. You're doing good.
Five knots, rotate. Tower out of 1245s with you on the right, downwind for 23 left.
Delta 1245 Greensboro Tower, runway 23 left, clear to land.
23 left, clear to land out of 1245. Feet, starting our turn to the right. Alright, downwind. Active traffic in front of us.
He's on the right base for 23 left, so you'll see him across in front of us.
There's traffic over there in base.
457 runway 23 right, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 23 right, 457. If I didn't know better. Alright, there's our marker, 1400 PMs.
And tower 457.
457 tower.
Yes, sir. This is going to be a stop and go for us, and then we're going to be direct Burlington at 3000.
57, roger.
Base. I really think that
tower line 7508 with you on a visual, 23 left behind the traffic. 7508, caution wake turbulence, clear to land. 7508, clear to land, 23 left.
Watch your speed. Fly your plane. Don't worry about those guys. Tower's watching them. And you see them. It's a good way to lose it. Don't drop your plane to be a spectator.
I don't know, it's just... Alright, another 10 to flaps.
Think of it this way. He's not shooting at you.
Nice. Ring final. the last 10 degrees and flaps are in.
He's still going to be on the ground before you.
He's doing about, what, 75 more knots than we are?
Oh, at least.
Well, 1245, you can turn right, taxi ramp.
Turn right to the ramp, Delta 1245, good night.
Five 5730 Juliet, Greensboro. Juliet, stand by.
Power out. All the way. Elevator back. All the way. All the way.
Alright, flaps are up. Let's take off. Lights are still on.
30 Juliet, remain at or below 3000 until advised. Departure frequency is 124.35, squawk 5153.
Alright, anything different?
No. Tower, is that for 457?
Skyhawk 5730 Juliet, read back is correct.
Okay, what? Alright, let's go. Where are you heading?
Number 60457, turn left heading on 170, squawk 5151.
After 170 and 5151, Cessna 457. Left turn to 170.
7508, turn right and taxi to the ramp.
7508, right to the ramp.
Did you get the squawk code? Alright.
5151.
Alright.
457, contact departure 124.35.
Airway 797 is visual 23 left.
12435.
That's 3797, Greensboro Tower, 23 left, clear land.
23 left, clear to land, Air Wisconsin 3797.
457 over to 124.35.
That's it, good night.
Greensboro departure, Cessna 60457, heading 170, 2,100 for 3,000.
Cessna 60457, Greensboro radar contacts. They requested altitude?
3,500.
3,500, 457.
Number 0457, climb as requested and proceed on course to the Burlington Airport.
Proceed on course and cleared up to 3,500 for 457. All right, in that case, we're going to make a left turn to 102.
Screamer 59er, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 3,000.
Pilot's discretion, 3,000, Screamer 59.
What would be your GPS course to Burlington?
101.
So how come you're not intercepting the course?
I haven't turned enough to the left.
What's an easier way?
Adjust the heading, but don't think I can adjust the course off the GPS.
You're using GPS, right?
Yeah.
Push the D key.
You've already done that.
I know, but that was back at the airport. Push it again. What's it say? What's your course?
101.
There you go. You can use the GPS at any time at any phase of flight to give you a new heading to the destination by doing what you just did. Otherwise, if you do it at the airport at takeoff and you get a full-scale CDI deflection to the left like that, go get it. Because you're paralleling the course and you may or may not get there, depending on the wind. On the GPS, you got to treat that CDI just like you do the VOR. If it's centered all the time.
Screamer 59, airport 1 o'clock and 12 miles.
Insight, Screamer 59.
Screamer 59, clear visual approach, runway 23 left, contact tower 19-1. Good day.
Clear visual 23 left and going tower, Screamer 59. Good day.
All right, what do you think we pull some weather for Burlington?
It works for me.
crap. Decimal 325, that was right. In receive mode.
3 Celsius. Altimeter 3008. Remarks. Density altitude 400. Burlington Alamance Regional Airport, Burlington, North Carolina. Automated weather observation 0111 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 13 Celsius. Dew point -03 Celsius. Altimeter 3008. Remarks. Density altitude 400.
Alright, we're set up for the field.
Go back to departure. He hasn't let go of you yet. Don't ever switch until he says switch, or you tell him you got the field in sight.
Number 457, Burlington Airport, 12 o'clock, 10 miles, squawk 1200, and change to advisory frequency. Good day, sir.
Here's full departure, Cessna 60457, squawk 1200, and clear to advisory frequency for 457.
Yeah, don't just arbitrarily drop him, because he'll holler at you. Okay, so he's cut us loose. Do you see the beacon?
Wait a minute, yep.
Head towards the beacon. Give a position report at 10 miles, 5 miles, 3 miles, and enter the pattern, just like you normally would in the daytime.
Alright, since we're on this side of the field, I guess we'll land runway 6, huh?
Works for me. Winds are calm. Watch that altitude, though. That's the only thing you've been doing tonight, just wandering. Focus on flying. As you can see, there's a little bit more to it at night. Things don't work as well as they do during the day. Now, because the winds are calm, and if you've got the time, let's land on runway 6, roll out at the end, spin it around, take off, land on 24, roll out, spin it around, take off, land on 6. That'll give us 8 night landings, and we'll get the last 2 on our cross country on Wednesday. Otherwise, we can land, put it up, get the rest of them Wednesday night.
Still got a 2-hour drive.
That's your choice. That doesn't matter.
Let's do one set like that, and then we can save the other one set for...
It works for me if it works for you.
Alright. Burlington traffic, Cessna 60457, approximately 8 miles to the west of Burlington, 3,300, landing runway 6, Burlington. Alright, you want to do your pass first?
Let's go on in and land. lookout. If we don't see anything, we're fine, but be spring loaded to go around just in case. Now, here's another technique that'll help you coming into a remote field like this. Key the microphone 7 times and keep an eye on the area around the beacon. The runway lit up?
Didn't see it light up.
Burlington traffic, Pilatus, request airport advisory.
A little high. What's your plan? I thought you were going to land.
I was planning on it. Burlington traffic, Cessna 60457, 3.7 miles, 3,500, landing runway 6, Burlington.
There's another airplane out there.
That's Plattis that just called, I'm sure.
If you're 3 miles from the field at 3,500, I don't think you're going to.
You have no faith.
I think you're just sightseeing. Now, what you don't want to do, which is what you're doing, that I teach you way back in the beginning.
Oh, we can always circle.
Well, tell me what you're doing, because whatever you're doing ain't safe. Where do you want to be at an altitude?
1,600 feet.
How close to the runway?
A mile.
3 miles. If you come in like you did, do you see that Pilatus plane up there?
Yep.
He's lower than you are. So, coming in over top of him and descending on top of him is very bad. Going a 3 mile 45 to the downwind at 1,600 feet. That's the entry into the pattern.
He's landing 2-4.
Roger that.
There's the field.
He's actually not landing, doing a high-speed pass.
Well,
He just cleared the deer for you. Hopefully.
So I think he's doing downwind for...
Not available.
Just make your call.
Burlington traffic, Pilatus is base to final, runway 6.
And Burlington traffic, Cessna 60457, entering the downwind for runway 6, 1,600 feet, 45 degrees. Burlington. Oh, where are my usual landmarks at?
They're all in the dark.
Pedal. Oh, yeah. Alright, 10N, 1,500 feet, 1,500 RPM.
By those altitudes. A little darker out here. So,
Yeah.
why you really need to pay attention.
Alright, I think we'll start our base. Burlington traffic, Cessna 60457, turning base runway 6 Burlington. Clear 10. Alright, have the runway. I won't tell you what I just did, by the way. Turning final. Burlington traffic, Cessna 60457, turning final, runway 6 Burlington. But nice of that Pilatus to call he was clear of the runway, huh?
I clicked the microphone button 3 times.
TIS not available.
Yeah, the lights changed. Although, it's what you want on final, because if you had real strong bright lights, it might blind you closer you got.
Oh man, this is completely different on over there. That was 10 times easier than this.
Oh yeah, well, it's the same thing. As you get closer, just use your PAPI lights, and then look for the runway with the runway lights. Got a right crosswind at 6 knots.
Help if half the runway lights work too, huh?
Do you feel like doing another one, or do you want to call?
Do one more.
All right.
Let's go the opposite direction like we talked about.
All right.
We got smoke fog.
Yeah, really. Something on fire. It was like a wood fire. All right, as you're taxiing to the end, just go ahead and clean it up. And just leave you, just all you got to do is, you know, mix your lean and flaps up, leave all your lights on. All right, the flaps are up on the right side.
Flaps up on the left.
It's landing number 6. This is a good technique to use when there's no traffic. It's night, no wind. This helps clear any wildlife all the way to the end of the runway, especially if you're going to stay in a pattern.
Got the runway lights are out down here too, huh?
Yes, they are. You don't have anything to do with that. That's an airport authority issue.
Burlington traffic, Cessna 60457 is departing runway 24, remaining in the pattern, Burlington. Boss, I see 2-4. Can't really see the windsock. I think we should be good. Throw lights are on. Mixes are rich. Should be good.
Let's do it.
7 times, right?
This will be the 7th time, yep.
Transfers are green, airspeed's alive. 5 knots rotate. How do you turn them off?
They're on a timer. So after you activate them, 15 minutes later they'll go to, here they'll go to low beam. Some airports they just go completely off.
Alright, past one tower. Where the hell's that other tower? Alright, we'll start our turn to crosswind. Burlington traffic, Cessna 60457, turning crosswind, runway 24 Burlington. Turning downwind, looking to make sure nobody's on final. Burlington traffic, Cessna 60457, turning downwind, runway 24 Burlington.
Here, a good aim point is about the 3rd runway edge light from the end. It kind of gives you a good visual. Let's say that the flaps have failed on this one.
You want to give me a hard time today, don't you?
Oh, just, you know.
Something different.
Yeah, I mean, you done this during the day. The airplane doesn't know if it's night. Fly the same way every time.
I called Alan and said, hey man, your plane's booked good. Turning base. Burlington traffic, Cessna 60457, turning base, runway 24 Burlington. I make sure nobody's on final, nobody's final. I see the runway. Got a power since we don't have any flaps. Burlington traffic, Cessna 60457 is turning final, runway 24 Burlington.
Is not available.
We're going to float for a little bit, just so you know.
I don't know. You're the one flying.
That was the best landing I've done yet.
Second best. Okay. Want to do another one, or are you done?
Let's call it a day.
All right. That's 7. We'll get the other 3 on Wednesday night. Did you have fun?
Always have fun.
Did you learn anything?
Nope.
Okay. smoke's coming from. I don't know if it's a trash fire or... Wouldn't think of anybody burning wood at their house tonight.
All right, nothing really to clean up. Flaps are already up. Was clear. Burlington traffic, Cessna 60457 is clear the active taxi to ramp via Alpha Burlington.
We get the lead. Have you had other traffic out here? Let's say another plane was taxiing towards you or a plane coming out to the side. It's considered good pilot courtesy to cut off your landing light because that shines higher and further out than the taxi light. So to protect the night visions, you know. Yeah, you can use that pilot control lighting technique. 7 for the bright, 5 for the medium, 3 for the dim. Any airport like Burlington in the U.S. has got pilot control lighting. And it's usually good for about 15 minutes once you activate it. That'll help you find the runway. I'll do that on Wednesday night. You can park it right back where we found it. Actually, why don't you park it right there? Well,
oh no, that's closer down there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, let's take that one. That's cool. Don't hit that $500,000 Mooney. That would be ouchie. Hard right. Too close, you're going to get in the mud right there.
What do you think? How's your side look?
All right, just point it straight for about 5 feet. All right, looks pretty good to me. Got your engine down.